Hello, this reading is for you because you're here. And whatever, I don't know what's going to happen, but you know what I called this reading and that you came here for that. So we're going to just keep an open mind and see what the cards tell us on this day here. I'm going to start with an oracle card from the Elemental Oracle. Pull a card, just kind of give us a overall flavor for the reading, kind of a message that we can interpret the cards with. So let's see. And we get the card of the West, completion. All right, let me see what that is about. I like how this deck has the 4 directions in it. This is the first time I've had this card come up, so I definitely need to read it. It's definitely in line with what I'm feeling today, completion here. There's the brain and the stars, and the last puzzle piece going in. Well, let's see. West, completion. Every cycle comes to a close. Do not resist the end of something because the end heralds a new beginning. Complete the project. Be a finisher. Be not afraid of death. All right. West is one of the cardinal directions. It is the direction in which the sun sets, and so traditionally in many cultures it was linked to death or the underworld. For example, the Egyptians felt that west was the direction of the underworld and the afterlife, which was not considered to be a negative place. And in certain cultures, interred bodies faced west, or their feet faced west. The idea that a westerly trajectory leads to wisdom or higher enlightenment is one shared by the Norse and many other pagan pathways. It is a powerful direction in which, because of the Earth's rotation, most winds blow. West is one of the quarters called in certain traditions of witchcraft to purify or protect a space. People may call upon the guardians of the West or the Western direction as a way of unlocking protective energies of portals of that element. And the element is Earth. Okay, so that's interesting. I felt like with the purifying, I felt like before I did this reading, which I felt strongly I must do in the middle of my workday, I had to clean my kitchen. So and I have a strong impulse to clean, purify, close. There's lots of evidence out there that we're in a time of dramatic change, either in our individual lives or in the larger collective sense. Some are talking about collapse of vertical hierarchies. It's very exciting if you're into that, but if your life depends upon an institution that is hierarchical, that may be very uncomfortable. Anyway, so we're looking west to the end. It makes me think of the death card in the tarot. Transformation. There's a new day after the end of this one. The world card too. The world ends, and a new one begins. Got all the aces in that world card. Okay, I'm I want to shuffle this. I'm going to use the Light Seers Tarot. Let's see the Ace of Swords there. 3 of Cups. Yeah, Ace of Swords just really wants you to get some kind of truth here. Maybe, as you can see in that card, it's just coming from out there into you, going deep into your sense of order. Those stairs make me think of order, going deep down into yourself. So that card just kept showing up, so I thought I'd share it with you. Let's see what else the tarot wants to say to you, my friend. Okay. Yeah, we're going to do a release, embrace, hidden influences, future reading. So I want to release the 2 of Swords. This is an intellectual decision, perhaps 2 conflicting ideas. Maybe they're keeping you up at night. This person is blindfolded, which means that she's looking inside. I see her tattoo there on her arm very clearly. You can see the two swords crossed, and when you need to have and the two flags crossed. So we can see this card is always about a choice. It's up in the mind with air. But today it's definitely seems to be about two big concepts of truth. Okay? And that's in our release. Release this indecision. Make a choice. Embrace the devil. Wow. Okay? We will clarify. Yeah, there's something in your life that feels like the devil, and you might be wrong about it. Therefore, you're being told to release this devil. Okay? It's something that maybe it's against your belief system, and that's why you get this Two of Swords conflict here in your release. And then the devil, look again at this devil. Something you're afraid of that causes you insecurity. Maybe you have addiction and you need to just identify as an addict, as an alcoholic, or some category like that, where you need to be like, okay, my name is Heather and I'm an alcoholic, or something like that. So we'll look further at that and see what we can find out. That's really intriguing. Hidden influence here is the Knight of Wands. This is passion, desire, willpower. Okay. This feels like, I feel like I'm talking to someone who has an addiction problem here. But we'll see. All right. And the Queen of Pentacles, this is the future. This is you in your power, secure, knowing your worth. Very healthy, beautiful future for you. You have to deal with the fact of your willpower. This is hidden from you. This is inhibiting you getting to this place of being grounded and healthy in the future. So something's coming to an end, right? And you're on the verge of transformation. This is requiring you to really face your demon here, whatever that is. And in a way that is not obvious, right? Because usually when we're told to like change, we exert our will. And so that's the Knight of Wands, her will is, and her passion is right there in the background. And she doesn't necessarily get you to the Queen of Pentacles, to security, abundance, health, knowing your worth. There's usually, in my experience, a different way. And so we get in our release these two conflicting ideas. It suggests you're in a struggle to beliefs, with two beliefs that are in conflict, and you have to pick one to move on here. Strangely has to do with the devil. Well, let's find out more about this. Wow. Okay. Now I've been here. I've been in all of these places. And I currently reside in the comfortable, secure, healthy place that the Queen of Pentacles is holding here for you, my friend. So, let's see what we get. It's pretty cool when you're just carrier of a message. It's very humbling. That's how I feel right now. And curious too. You know, I'm interested in you and your journey here. I care about this for you. Okay, so we're going to find out about this dilemma. First, we get a feeling of poverty. The Five of Pentacles, being left out. It's a perspective of lack. Secondly, we get the Queen of Swords. She is able to cut through the denial. She is a Queen of Truth here. She's known for being able to remove people who are not good for her. She looks very haughty here, her face. No. That's a queen that takes no shit right there. And thirdly, we get the Three of Rods. You were being helped. In this card, we just see the guy up in the tree helping put the top on that little arbor. This is very often about a manifestation, a desire that you've had coming in. So I feel like this is a clear decision between self-pity and feeling helpless, and the power of the Queen of Swords to know the truth and to abide by it. And these seem like, it seems obvious that you should go with the truth, whatever that is, and that further you are told you're being helped. So trust that you have perhaps divine aid, or there are people that are willing to come to your assistance here. So that's what we want to move you from there into. Haven't made a decision, haven't chosen one of those two swords, that right? These birds represent swords in the tarot, the truth, suit of truth, and so you need one. You can't live with both. They're in conflict and they're very confusing. And one truth says, "Poor me, I'm helpless." The other truth says, "I'm the fucking Queen of Swords and I'm gonna cut this out," right? And then you're further told, once you decide that, you'll have help. Three of Wands there. Okay. The Devil. King of Swords. The Philosopher King. There's a wise person with experience as a part of this. There is death, the close. And remember, our card here is the West, which is about an ending. And also, death is always about rebirth as well. It's about transformation. And there's the Magician. There's not the Magician, the Chariot. Mastery in this deck. So this is having the power, having the momentum, moving from inertia, perhaps of a Five of Pentacles that you're supposed to release. Once you grab that sword, once you choose the truth that the Queen holds for you, the King is with you. So this wisdom, this truth, you still have it. It's helping you through a transformation, and you are moving. You are moving forward with momentum. Very powerful. All the elements with you, fire, earth, air, water, they're with you on this confrontation that you have with the devil. And this could be codependence, addiction, a lack of a sense that you're not worthy, right? And we know that the future, should you choose this journey, is that you will know your worth. Okay. So hidden here is the Knight of Wands. So this might be either helping you or inhibiting you, or something that you need to know on this journey, on this embracing, just saying, call it what it is. Wake up out of denial. Grab that truth, whatever that is that you need to know and act on with the momentum of mastery, or the Chariot. That's right there for you. So let's find out, how is this Knight of Wands in the background involved in this story for you, my friend? Okay, there's a seeking of balance of the Two of Pentacles. And it gives you more of a sense of choice, much more involving the will, right? So the Two of Swords that we get in the beginning is up in her head. You can see the Two of Pentacles, this acrobat is cleverly balancing on the tightrope, and there's a seeking of balance here. Much more will there. It's also very 3D, so it could be practical things like job, home, money, just security and the material world that you're trying to balance here. I see willpower here in the background, the Knight of Wands, passion as well, and the seeking of balance. There's the temptation. That's the devil again. This is what it looks like in this deck. It's sort of a Garden of Eden gone bad with the craven fox in the foreground. This is what it feels like when the devil has you. This couple is actually reminding me quite a bit of this couple in the Five of Pentacles. When you're in this Five of Pentacles state of self-pity, right? He's like wounded, she's sad. There are downcast eyes. You know, you could be in a beautiful garden and not even see it. And that is indeed what these people are in a garden. There are flowers blooming, berries, but there's also, you know, I can see a storm in the background. There's lightning strike. It's a very Adam and Eve imagery here for temptation. So you get the devil twice. I'm gonna have to say that's the first time that's ever happened to me in a reading. So anytime you get something twice, but very good. You also get the guide here. This is divine support, divine timing as well. You have to wait for that angel to get the right measurement between those two cups of water. But here is surrender. She has surrendered. He is surrendering in his way to this angel, to this divine support. So yeah, these are the two things that you're balancing. Either more of this addiction, more of this sense of lack of self-pity, or turning it over to this divine support, right? You're told when you release and you come out of denial that my dog is playing with his toys. So, you know, he reiterates this. You're going to get help, right? And here is divine help in multiple forms, right? We see these guides up here and also this angel. Angel, it's often the archangel Michael, he's got 2 cups of water. And just until this reaches the right mix, you wait. So there's a letting go of willpower in this message. And that this is keeping you maybe from just releasing that's why this feels like very much like an addiction message for somebody who's struggling with addiction, that, you know, the idea that you can exert your will keep you trapped in temptation, in the Garden of Eden, the sad state here, helplessness and misery. And as soon as you turn it over to the divine help that is here for you. So that's what this card's about. Picking between these two ways of being. And you most certainly have a choice here. It's up to you to align your will with the divine and to give up willpower. It's very clear that willpower is not serving you. It's keeping you in a Five of Pentacles, flustered, stuck state. And as soon as you grab the sword that the Queen of Swords has here, you get the momentum of the Chariot. You get power, is what you get when you release willpower. It's amazing. Okay, so Queen of Pentacles. This is your future. Should you choose to take this journey and face this demon and turn your will and your life over to the divine help that is here for you. You have help. You don't have to feel ashamed anymore. You can clean it all up. You can feel like she feels, at peace, comfortable in her skin. Okay. Okay, so in the future there is a change of perspective. It is the Eight of Swords, the feeling of being trapped, bewildered, the control. That this Four of Pentacles, he's grabbing hold of what he has and he's afraid to let go so that he can He's afraid to let go. And there is a new beginning. So in the future, you may, again, this reading is very open to you being ready to receive this suggestion here. You can have the Ace of Cauldrons, a brand new, clean beginning. You can feel like this queen. You know your worth. But there's also the option here of staying in self-pity, of staying in temptation, of resisting this message. Death is here. Usually I just interpret death to be about transformation and rebirth. But there is an ending that comes before that change. Wow, and then there's the world too. Just as I said that, I see the world here on the bottom of the deck. You're definitely done with this cycle. The West says that. Death says that. The world says that. A new beginning is here for you. And it may not be possible for you to choose. You may be so deep in this that you don't have a choice. I feel a choice here still that you can take. You can take the invitation to face your demon, to transform, accept the help that is available to you, and get out of feeling trapped and afraid of losing control. It looks like you've already lost control here. And if you take this invitation, an old world ends, and it's probably one that you want to have end. And there's a new beginning for you, a beautiful Ace of Cups. It's bottom of this deck. And there's the Sun. This is the absolute happiness that everything that you could possibly want is here for you in this journey. Now, it's really come through really clearly to me that this is a message for someone who's struggling with addiction or codependence, some kind of philosophy that is killing you. It has got you right down in the dark, feeling really hopeless. This is a message of hope for you. I think in a larger sense that this is also about an ending coming in our time, in our collective sense. The kind of lesser tendencies, that we can face these and we can change them with help, and get into this peaceful future as a collective. And it's very clear that it is a divine message, a divine guidance available for us going through this transformative time, and for you individually who are maybe struggling with this devil, this addiction, this codependence, this sense that you aren't good enough and you don't deserve it, and you're trapped in that frame of mind. This here twice. So yeah, we're in a time of change, all of us, and I don't see like community support here as much as I see divine support. I do see that there is a mentor here for you in this King of Swords. There's a wise elder who will help you face this devil. And you have the power of mastery of the Chariot in you. This weird thing where you give up your will and then you find power in a new way that allows you to change your life, to get to the end of what you've been living in, the end of the world for the rest of us, and into absolute joy, happiness, vulnerability, but freedom in it, safety in it, safe under the sun in the full light of day, everything out in the open. This is available to us, And this is available to you. So I hope this helps you, whoever came and watched this. It was very clearly for you, whoever you are. Okay, thank you.